all contribute. It's kind of like a side off topic, but
I found it very ironic and extremely hilarious that you're sending off all your potentials or whatnot. But on the serious things, Jeffrey aside, we do this a lot in dating, where we just sit here and throw off good people because we don't agree one time, or we don't like this feature about them, or this, that, and the third. But this one person that just looks aesthetically pleasing to our eye, we'll give them all the time of day and ignore all the red flags. Your kids, somebody not accepting your kids, not one of your kids, that's a red flag. I'm sorry. Okay, you're technically a package. So the fact that this man is sitting here and kind of just gave you a whole story instead of a yes to being a stepdaddy, then have told apparently more than one woman, because Sue Ann had mentioned it earlier, and then Cynthia come back in the thing and confirm that he don't want to date a woman with kids. So what are we doing? What are we doing? So we just so pressed on getting back at some other people that we're just gonna pick bad choices for ourselves. This is what I say, when you playing these petty games, you win petty prizes, because now you got a man that don't really want you for the long haul. Let's be for real. We already knew it in the already, but really he don't want you in the long haul because he don't want to date a woman with kids. All that energy. Go ahead, Sophie. I'm just gonna say all that energy though. That was crazy.
Yeah, maybe I agree with you, Jay. I think maybe she thinks she can convince him because there's such an attraction right now. He's really feeling her. She's like, okay, I can, I'm very interested in him, and maybe I can convince him later on the line that he could be a good stepdaddy. Again, not a good move, not a genuine, honest move, but that could be in the back of her mind. The way Jefferi moves, you never know what she's thinking. She does. She seems to have a very quiet, controlling spirit, and yet, yeah, she's feeling Marc Anthony. She's seeing all the red flags, and she's still going to go for it because some women do believe that they can convince a man, and vice versa. A man can feel like he can change her mind, or so that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she's still going forward with him, thinking that she can change his mind later on.
And see, I know you weren't here, Sophie. I don't know, maybe you were in the chat on Thursday, but the men had a big debate going on. I'm not about to throw anybody in it, but they had a big debate going on about people wanting kids and not wanting kids. Men and women that want their own kids, just stick to that. Because if you don't want to deal with somebody else's kids, there's no point of wasting everybody's time, especially a mother's time, because she has her kids to deal with. Don't do it. If you just want some cooch, then just tell her that, because more than likely on the low, she'll probably give it to you and keep it pushing while she's in the process of looking for that person that she really wants. And if this man is not giving you a definite, yes, I will come in and take responsibility of, being the kid's father, stop wasting your own time if that's not what you're looking for. If you want just a good time, then fine. We could stop all the extra conversation and we could just go do what we got to do. We're grown. But we don't have to entertain each other on some other stuff. And that's what this problem is right now. You're wasting your time, yet you want to talk about how Blake is just wasted time. Another wasted time with Blake.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like he knows darn well he don't want nobody with kids. He said that. I think he also said he wants his own children. So I think he's just so physically attracted to her. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's a thing I'm trying to get some yet. I guess I just have to kind of see more of the episodes, but I just think he's just physically attracted to her, and she's attracted to him, and I think she's starting to like him more than I think he's feeling her, I guess, personality wise. But if she knows this information now, she knows she's trying to change his mind and it's not going to happen. And Marc Anthony knows other women like him, so he's definitely going to play around with her. So she should just give it up now, just cut her losses. But like Jay said, if you're just trying to get some, then just let him know that, because I'm pretty sure he'll oblige, knowing how Marc Anthony is. But I think if we're just talking about the show, Mercedes is better for him, and he knows that. But I think because he's so physically attracted to Jefferi, maybe he's trying to convince himself, well, maybe I can kind of deal with somebody, with kids. Let me just see. But ultimately, in the end, I just don't think it's gonna ever go anywhere because they are just on two different pages. That's kind of my thoughts.
Is she aware that he wants his own kids and doesn't want anybody with kids? Just making sure.
Is she
Yeah.
aware?
Is she aware that those?
She is now.
Yeah, she is aware because he said it to her. He said he wants his own kids to her.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, there's this proverb that I know where they say, you tell the woman the truth, you let her lie to herself. So if he already told her that he doesn't want anybody with kids and she's still around, for him at this point, Jay, he knows what he wants, but he's also going to give her what she needs in order for him to get what he wants. So it's almost going back to your dark art game that you guys were mentioning, where essentially he already told her the truth and she's sticking around. So all what's going to happen is whenever he gets what he wants out of her, and it could be for a seasoned relationship that he's looking for. He doesn't have any kids, so he doesn't understand maybe, or he's not maybe trying to commit long-term to something. So it just really depends.
Johan, don't mansplain.
No. He's right on this. And I don't know. They're saying that he didn't tell her. I don't know. I remember him saying he wants children. So I don't know if you guys are not taking that part as him not telling her, but he told her he wants children.
He did. He told her because she asked him directly. She said, "Do you want your own kids?" And he said, "Yeah, I want my own kids."
What was that impersonation, JR?
No, I'm not going to do it again.
Come on.
Listen, you heard how deep my voice is. I sound like an earthquake. Right, so for me to reach
I guess what I was just getting at, Sean, is if they both understand the expectation and they're both grown adult at this point, basically, like, they know what they're in it for. And if it's not something that is long term, maybe that's what they're just gonna get out the show. But if it's pretty obvious that if you guys want something long term, on paper, this is not working based on what you guys are asking for from the dating market, essentially. So they kind of like lying to themselves, and he is lying to her if he's just trying to, sleep with her, quote unquote. So.
Well, no, I mean, it's just like your partner says, she lied to herself because she came in telling us that she's looking for a father for her children. But then you're entertaining Marc Anthony, who is not trying to be that. So you're looking for a father for your night. Don't lie to us, okay? You're looking for somebody you could call daddy with an I. I'm on to you, sis. It's all good. Do you, boo?
I was going to say, listen, Marc Anthony gave it away when he was going back and forth with DeMario. He said, "What if another shorty? What if you're feeling another shorty?" Remember that, Sean? What if we're feeling another shorty and she,
let's not do it in that accent,
right? So he's not serious about no Jefferi, all right? He really, I think his connection is Mercedes. And I think he's kind of playing Jefferi, playing to her ego, playing the connection up a little bit more than it actually is, just to stay on the show. Safe on the show, but also remember he did go and rub Mercedes' feet. Like he said, you know what, I'm going to rub Jefferi's feet, but I'm also going to rub Mercedes' feet as well. I think what's brewing, and one of the reasons why we're not seeing Mercedes, could be the fact that she's going on dates with Marc Anthony, and it's just boring. It's too good. It's too cool. It's not salacious enough, right? So. Yeah, I don't see Marc Anthony really being interested in being stepdaddy to 3 kids already. I don't see that at all.
Well, Johan walked so that I can run. So I'm going to run with what he said. And absolutely, I feel like, hey, I think she's delusional. And I also think that ultimately she likes to play the game, right? So she doesn't want to look like she doesn't have the connections. So Marc Anthony is a hot commodity and he's expressed interest in her. So she's gonna make it. She's gonna put 10 on 2. So that's what I think about that. I think that if she really wants to be ready to love, that she needs to go and align herself with somebody that makes sense, right? I think, like, ultimately, if you have 3 children, and I'm not sure if she's divorced or whatever her particular story is, but you have 3 children, right? Why would you even put yourself in a scenario with somebody that is, has no connection with children, has no children of their own? 3 kids is a lot to take on for somebody that's single and never had kids before. And really, ultimately, from everything that you're seeing, whether he said it directly, they look like they don't want to be with somebody that wants kids. So why would you do that? You guys are not aligned. You're not starting from the same basis point. And I think that I don't think she's really serious about him either. If she's honest, she seems like a smart woman. So if she's sitting there honestly thinking that Marc Anthony is going to be the guy that's going to raise her kids, yeah, she's definitely in delusional in La La Land. And Sophie, to your earlier analogy, she might as well have a front door right to her bedroom, because that's going to get her better outcomes than sitting up here trying to pretend like Marc Anthony is going to be the stepdaddy to her children. And I'll land my
Not her sleeping in the living room.
They had a ball in the chat with that analogy. They said
they did. They loved it. Yeah, because like JR said, Marc Anthony's trying to see the next shorty. You know what I'm saying? Corvée is out the door. He might be even going for Corvée. You know what I'm saying? He might hit her up like, "Yo, ma, I know you got the boot, baby, but yo,
they both from
Jersey. Real quick." What you say?
They both from my state. They both from Jersey, so he might hit her up.
He definitely will hit her up. Be like, "Yo, Corvée, boo. I know you got kicked out, girl. I had nothing to do with it. It wasn't me, but yo, slide through." And that's it. Marc Anthony's trying to play. He ain't trying to be nobody's stepdaddy.
I hear that. Go for it. Who's opening mic? Are you safe? You
no, I
want
was
to go for
going to say he's got plenty of toys to play with here. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely a favorite out of a lot of the ladies. And, I thought he was much, much, much younger than what he was. I thought he was in his early 20s, the way he was moving. But yeah, it's, again, don't lead by the looks and the attraction all the time. I think that seems to be the theme of this conversation.
Appreciate it, Sophie. Yeah. Any more thoughts on this situation? Definitely some dark arts in play. That boy knows he ain't trying to look after her damn kids. Yeah. He's 3 dependents. Not me. But you know how men will do anything with a little pissoir. Go for it, Sean.
Yeah, and I just want to hear her regular voice, or did she just grow up that, like, did she always talk that way?
Sean?
Yeah.
Behave.
No, I'm serious, because it's like kind of like, how the Kardashians, they have that squeaky voice. I can't even pretend. It's like an affectation. It's really not how they talk. It's just, they do it because they think it sounds like something, I just want to understand.
I ain't gonna lie. When she started talking to Demario, I think she lost it just a little bit, and it came back. Like, I heard it go away.
She did, right? She did. I saw that too. I was like, gotcha.
See, you knew too, Joanne.
Yeah, I did. I was like, there's like 2 or 3 times where I was like, oh, it's not your real voice. You don't sound like that all the time.
Her whole face changes. Her face changes. The little lines come on her forehead. Yeah, she does. She does have that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde when she changes.
Exactly. Listen, there's no way she talks to her kids like in that voice. All right, there's no way.
And if she does, that's why she needed a stepdaddy for the babies, because they ain't paying her no mind. They're like, "Mom, miss me with that silly Mickey Mouse voice."
I'll be ready for the smoke. When she comes for you, bro, I got nothing to do with you, bro. Because I ain't saying nothing, because I ain't saying nothing. If she comes after you, that's you, bro. I ain't got nothing to say
All
about that.
commentary is done in jest. It's just, come on.
No, all commentary is in your name. So whatever you say,
I said
is
it's
what
done
you
in
say.
jest. It's done in jest.
Whatever you said is what you
I
say.
just said all commentary is done in Sean.
It's done in Sean. It's not done.
So now you want to distance yourself from me? Okay.
Oh, absolutely. If you're making comments like that.
Tomorrow on the men's panel.
I'm
I'm gonna come with my Bible and my suit buttoned up whilst I'm there, and I'm gonna be dousing you with holy oil. And don't let Bruiser or anybody else come through, because I'm gonna distance myself too. That's how we do it. We selling folks down the road.
Oh, crazy times. Yeah, tomorrow will be wild, I can tell you that for sure. All right, cool. I think we've pretty much reached the end now. So I think the last thing was literally Blake being Damari being kicked off, but to be honest, there's not much to say there. Damari was kicked off. It is what it is.
You don't want to touch on Jonique and her date with Blake?
Man, Blake has got so much of the energy from us today. We gonna leave it alone tonight. Okay, save your energy for tomorrow's panel, men's panel. Yeah, understand? Yeah.
Sorry, I was late tonight. I wanted to make sure I could say something about how Cynthia, Jonique, and Morgan have been really great to see on the show. I have to say that with Blue and for the brothers, he's the only one I can remember. But so far, I was late, but definitely they're like a joy to watch so far. I know nothing is perfect and it can't please everybody, but for me, it's beautiful to see beautiful Black women on the show and pursuing love and relationship intentionally, basically.
I appreciate it. Yeah, remove Rohan. Yeah, he's doing too much. Yeah, he's doing too much. He's doing too much. Yeah, he's doing way too much. There was no need for that little speech that you put at the end. No need. Absolute violation. He's out here trying to get these ladies onto his Instagram. What the heck was that? Huh?
Listen, don't hate Kojo. Let the man politic. He just wants to.
He gonna learn. He gonna learn tomorrow. When he say the wrong thing, he gonna learn tomorrow.
Oh man, that was funny.
There's beautiful lines. Okay,
Kojo,
ladies,
you are out of order today. First, you distance yourself from me.
I know, man.
And we go back. Like lanyards and Jan Sports, and then now you're gonna put the poor brother. You're gonna just kick him out like that.
When it's bad, we say it's bad. When it's good, let's say it's good, right?
You let him know. You hold it down. Hold it down,
Johan got them points, boy. Johan got them points up, boy. He on a mission. He's collecting the rings, them Sonic rings. Ding, ding, ding.
He's like City Boys up.
Trust me, it's gonna be a vibe. Johan is right though. It is good to see. I'm enjoying this cast. I can't lie to you. This cast has been actually tolerant. Whoa.
Write it down, Kojo. Write it down first. Maybe that's what you need to do, bro.
Whoa, tolerable. This cast has been tolerable, they actually have been I've been enjoying their process. I can't lie to you. Now, of course, I know there's one or two fake people getting together, but I've actually enjoyed watching them. They're not so bad. I can't lie to you. So it's been a good season so far. I won't hate on that at all. I look forward to seeing what more madness is going to come out from these guys. But because the 3-hour mark has passed, I'm going to get Sean to do what Sean does. Now, I was going to get Johan, because Sean's out here moving mad. But Sean, please, do what you do best, sir. You better not pander.
I would defer to Johan. Listen.
Don't even think about it. He got enough points as it is. we need to catch up.
I swear the blessed.
We need to catch
the
up.
blessed is moving,
We
Sean.
need to catch up.
to do the benediction.
We need
I
to
just
catch
want to
up.
make sure where
Sean
I
is
stand
seeing how it
today.
feels to be thrown under the bus now, huh?
Yeah, because I mean, it's like, you know, he just distanced himself, and you know, I just felt very isolated over here.
Don't feel
And,
so good, huh, Sean?
Don't worry, you
What
come
you
back
say?
in, bro. You come back into
Don't
the
feel
fold,
so
bro.
good,
Come back
huh?
into the fold.
No, it doesn't. I felt distance.
Okay. Thank you, Kojo, for showing him how it feels when he throw us under the bus every 5 seconds.
Here go, Jay. This is when Jay tells you she's petty, believe it, okay? Because she is absolutely petty, and she has the memory of the ancient elephants because she doesn't forget anything.
I
And she
seen
will
my
remind
window
you.
and I took my shot.
Clearly, I'm the target, and you got me. Is there anything else? In a public apology, because I've been doing.
You look great. You look great in brown, Sean. By the way, it's really nice.
Well,
I like
don't
that
make me
change.
blush
Like
up here.
really.
Not them noticing that you put chapstick on before you do a benediction.
I
That
want
is so wild.
Oh my God.
That's so wild. How have they started linking you to that? They're like, yeah, put a chapstick on, bro. We know you're going to do the
I
benediction.
don't know.
Don't feel bad. I do the same thing.